Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I'm doing this video for some people that haven't seen the house before. I think it's been months now, but anyway, I do have a few little updates about it, and I'm gonna let you guys know. Some people have been asking me, how am I able to build while I'm living overseas? Well, for one, most of the time, whenever I'm buying anything or supplies, I do have a few reliable people that will do the work, but as far as my materials, we buy them ourselves. Either most of the time it's me, but my husband as well. We go home a few times a year with the children. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Someone asked me about the materials. As far as I know, 4,000 block is running you $175,000. Depends on where you live at. Some places $150, between $150 and $175 for 1,000 block. For a ton of steel is $175,000. Depends on where you live at. Everywhere is different. Every parish I know is different. So that's all I could say about that. For the fine sand, for a load, I paid $200 and something thousand for that. I don't remember the exact amount. For the regular sand, it's $180,000 for a load, which a load is a truckload. For I think what else I need the most. Well, those are the basic stuff that you always need. So those things you could actually buy and leave, and they won't go anywhere. Most of the time, if you have somewhere safe on the property where you have family members that's close by, whatever, they'll stay. Well, when it come on to the wood, those are varied. For piece of ply right now is like maybe around $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Depends on the size of the ply. So I couldn't give you the rundown of the wood unless I just show you guys receipts and tell you what I paid for months ago. And everything I tried, buckets, spirals, all that stuff, I try to buy those in advance. So as far as the ladders, they usually make their own, which is good. So the only thing I have to do now is get scaffold, which some parts of the house I cannot use the makeshift scaffold. I have to use the original to get splashed up, which is the back of the house. That's easy because I know where it's at. The inside got splashed up. It needed a little bit of fine tuning here and there. Some of these clips and videos are pretty old, if you could see. They're not fully up to date, but I'm showing you guys what's been going on. So right now we're on the second floor. Excuse me, I think we're in the master bedroom right here. It's pretty huge. The video doesn't do it any justice, but it has a whole entire section, right-hand section, going all the way back. You have the master, then you have the washroom, which is the shower, the bathroom, and then you have the walk-in closet. That is the bathroom right there. It's pretty nice size. And then in the back you have the master closet. Then right here, I think now we're on the third floor, which this is a more up-to-date, one of the up-to-date ones where you could tell that they're finished up upstairs. They're starting to work on the windows and all of that, the shape of the windows, the doors, and I think, yeah, that's a closet to the left further over that section right there. And right here, this is where the staircase come up, and a lot of space where I think I'm going to put an office. That's out there on where the gazebo and the pergola is going to be. That's the bathroom right there. And this is, I don't know why I'm going backwards, but anyway, that room over there is the master, which is already splashed up, but I think I might have mixed the video up, but I'm not going to correct it at this point, because like I said, the old videos, I try to figure them out which one is which. I just know that this is a way older one before they start splashing up. Okay, now this is the master. Now this is what it's looking like after that particular video. It's splashed up. They're going to start working on the windows right there. If you notice, the walls look totally different. This is outside again. This is the outdoor kitchen that's being built, and it's pretty. It was built. It was finished. It's looking totally different from what I'm showing you right here, right now. So that's part of it, and I keep you guys posted along the way, and show you more of it. I'm just gonna let the video roll itself and play a few music in the background. You can watch and see more. And for whoever is wondering how we actually went ahead and financed this, it was more like paycheck by paycheck. We will go ahead and have the guys work Whenever we knew that we was started work on it, we will save a certain amount or a large amount, have it put away, and either myself or my husband will go down, we buy the materials, buy them in advance, have them sitting there, and then we gather who we needed to work, and we try to figure out what's best to do on the property while, we had the money. We didn't try to just go ahead and just say start working and not know what we wanted done. I knew what I wanted done most of the time. And yes, this house, total house was designed by me. I designed the house. I'm not an architect. I just knew what I wanted. So anyways, what we did most of the time, as far as like saving, we put a little change together. We made sure that we had something put away for the house, something put away for our saving, just in case of emergency. We always have our emergency fund, which is not easy when you have children. The thing about buying materials in Jamaica, every time you go to buy materials, the prices are different. So you never know what to expect. So what I used to do was, and I still do it to this day, I will call the hardware and I will say how much for this, how much for that. And I will have a vague idea of like what it's going to cost me to buy these materials. And I will compare them to a year before or a couple months before if I bought something particular that I needed. And if I had like a guy that delivered sand or mall. And I forgot to tell you about the grit. The grit is almost the same, $160 or something $1,000 for grit. I forgot about the grit, that we buy grit different from sand. Mall is different as well. That's a total another 150, I think, for mall. And like I said, St. Elizabeth is different, and Manchester is different, Kingston is different. So you never know what you're going to pay for these things. So what we do is that we'll call around, because if I either do it or my husband would find out how much a load of anything, and we try to buy the loads because the house is so huge, it doesn't matter. We can't buy by the yard because it's not going to help us. So we always get the truckload, and that tends to help us a long way. So if we don't even need to use most of it, like right now I have like, let me see, 2/3 of sand and grit sitting in the yard right now. So I'm pretty much still on a good foot because I have fence that's building, which is the wall. I started the wall as well. And it's a lot of it because we got to determine what we're going to do it, because we still have the pool to worry about. So everything we do, we save for that too. The pool, everything. We make sure that we put a little bit of everything, have a little bit of change. Well, I'm the one that do most of the accounting, so I kind of like try my best to separate each funds for each thing. And what I do is whenever we feel like we have enough, that's when we start doing the work on the house again. Most of the time, I'm never on point. I am never on point. But I try to be as close as possible so we could get this done, because the thing is that we are trying our best not to have a mortgage throughout our retirement. And we do have other things going on, but this is our retirement plan, was to have something where we don't have to worry about it. Because I realize that's the only thing most of the time sending people back to work is when you don't have something solid that you constantly have to pay on. We don't know if health problems or issues might come up. That's the kitchen right there again. You don't know what to expect most of the time, and to be frank, all you could do is hope and pray that things work out for you. You know what I mean? So as we go along, we just do the best that we can for ourselves. And financially, we're not rich at all. We work every penny. Everything we buy on this property is from our daily bread. Daily bread, that's it. Nothing else. Ain't no winnings, ain't nothing but savings. All it is savings. So there go the kitchen over there, you guys. So the property is getting clean. That's the door going in. I see how clean they are. The slates are starting to look cleaner because this is a more up-to-date video. I think I should switch this portion and put it to the other side. All right, so thank you guys for watching the video. I do appreciate every single last one of y'all. This is the end of it. This is me preparing myself to leave for another, hard work at it again to make that extra money going back to the States. And this is me driving through White House into the airport by myself. That's the airport. Thank you guys.